Every time you level up, they hit you with a phrase that sounds harmless at first, maybe even supportive. But listen close. Those words? That's a phrase jealous people always say. It makes you feel small and guilty for your wins. It makes you second-guess your success. And once you hear these three phrases, you'll never unhear them again. Number 1, you've changed. Sounds harmless, right? Almost like a compliment, like they're proud of you. But nah, look at the tone. That tone, it tells you everything. A real friend says, "That's amazing. How'd you do it?" They want to learn from your hustle. A jealous friend, they don't care about your growth. They care about themselves. They want to see if you're still the same, if you've still got your limits, if you've stayed small enough for them to handle. They'll ask it with that tilt of the head, that half smile, like they're solving a puzzle that shouldn't even exist. Why are they questioning you? Because in their mind, you weren't supposed to make it this far. This isn't about your process, your hustle. It's about their own insecurity. They're looking for a flaw, a crack. They want to hear you say, "It was easy." They want a reason to take your win and shrink it down. The truth, you earned every bit of it. And when you talk about your grind, they go quiet. Mention your sacrifices, they nod, but it's not respect, it's disbelief. Mention a blessing, they relax. Because a blessing, that means it wasn't you, it's just you caught a break. A jealous person doesn't want you to own your success. They want to believe it's not your sweat, your grit, your grind. When they say, "Must be nice after every win," that's not a compliment, that's a dismissal. They're not congratulating you. They're searching for a way to take your hard work and shrink it. Anything. A reason. A crack in the story so they can keep their comfort. Number 2. Must be nice. Sounds chill, right? Like a simple comment. But don't be fooled. That line, it's dripping with envy. It sneaks in when you start winning. When you level up. When you start living life on your terms. It's not about your success. It's not about your grind. It's them trying to shrink your achievement. They want to take what you've built and belittle it. It's like they're saying, "I could have had that too, if life was as easy for me." They want you to believe your success was random or a coincidence, like it just fell into your lap. No one ever says, "Must be nice," when you're struggling, when you're stuck, when you're playing small, just like them. But the second you level up, the moment you rise, suddenly, must be nice. The discomfort, it ain't about your success. It's about the fact that you did what they couldn't, what they didn't have the courage to do. They say must be nice, like you just got lucky, like your success didn't come with sleepless nights, hard decisions, sacrifices. The truth, they're looking at your rise, feeling left behind. They want you to shrink, to doubt yourself, to dim your light so they don't feel small. When you hear must be nice, understand this. It's not about you. It's about them trying to feel better about their own choices, about their refusal to grow. And then there's number 3. You got lucky. This one hits different, sounds harmless, but underneath, it cuts deep. When they say, "You got lucky," they aren't just questioning your success, they're dismissing it. They want to believe it wasn't you, that it just fell into your lap, like it's some random fluke. It makes you wonder, did I earn this? Did I deserve it? Or did the universe just throw me a bone while everyone else is stuck, grinding away? That phrase, it doesn't just make you question your success, it makes you question everything. Your journey, the pain, the sleepless nights, the sacrifices. It makes you second-guess it all. And here's the truth, they're not curious about your growth. They're trying to tear down every ounce of blood, sweat, and hustle you put in. Here's the thing, they don't see the grind, the late nights, the silence, the hustle when no one's looking. They ignore the sacrifices that made this possible. They don't care about any of that. All they see is the shine, the result, the glory, and it makes them feel small, uncomfortable. So what do? They call it luck. They call it a fluke, because if it's just luck, they don't have to do anything. They don't have to change. They can sit there, blaming the universe instead of doing the work themselves. When they say, "You got lucky," they're not just questioning your success. They're protecting their own ego. They want to believe that if they had the same shot, they'd have done the same. But they don't see the cost, the late nights, the missed opportunities, the moments when you almost gave up. If it's luck, they don't have to face their excuses. They don't have to face their own failure to show up. They can blame fate. And you? You didn't stumble into success. You earned it. You built it. And now they're trying to dismiss all that effort with a single phrase. You got lucky. The truth? The universe doesn't hand success to anyone. It shows up for the ones who hustle, who take action. It rewards the brave, the ones who keep pushing forward, even when the path's unclear. Luck? That's just the excuse people use when they can't see the grind. When they don't see the hours you put in when no one was looking. The work, the doubt, the sweat, the grit. You didn't just get lucky. You made your own luck. You showed up. You believed when everyone else doubted. And that's what makes the difference. So what now? You don't need to get defensive. Don't waste your energy proving yourself. No petty arguments. No chasing validation. Instead, observe. Watch closely. See who celebrates your growth and who just nods when you level up. Pay attention to who's asking to learn and who's asking just to make themselves feel better. You'll start to see who's growing with you and who only feels safe when you stay small. Jealousy. It's never loud. It's quiet. It doesn't shout, it sneaks in. It shows up in the same 3 lines over and over at every level of your growth. Jealous people don't want to see you fall. Nah, they just don't want you to rise. They want you close enough to watch, but far enough so you never leave them behind. They won't make a scene, they just plant seeds of doubt, let you shrink, and wait. Wait for you to shrink on your own. And here's the hard truth. If you let them, you'll shrink. But guess what? You don't have to. You don't owe anyone an explanation for leveling up. Stop explaining yourself to people stuck in the same place. Outgrowing them? Not betrayal. Proof you're alive. You chose to rise, chose to move. They can't handle that. So when they throw shade, when they question your success, when they try to make you feel guilty for winning, don't fight, don't argue, just walk away, protect your energy, keep your momentum, keep your foot on the gas. Guard your confidence, keep your silence sacred. The higher you rise, the fewer real ones are clapping for you. And that's not loneliness, that's elevation. Real growth makes people uncomfortable, the true test of friendship. It ain't who's by your side when you're struggling. It's about friends who can withstand time, distance, and silence. It's who's still there when you're unstoppable. If this hits, good. That discomfort you feel, it ain't paranoia, it's clarity. The ones who downplay your success, they don't want you outgrowing them. But you don't shrink for anyone. You don't owe anyone an apology for your growth, for your hustle, for your success. You're not here to make them comfortable. You're not here to keep them safe in their stagnation. You're here to rise, to evolve, to glow without guilt. Let the jealous ones keep talking. Let them whisper. Let them roll their eyes when you succeed. Because guess what? They'll always say the same thing. You got lucky. It must be nice. You've changed. But powerful people, they don't respond to echoes. They don't need anyone's approval to become. You are worthy, whether they see it or not, whether they clap or not, whether they stay or not. The ones who matter will see you, the ones on their own journey. They won't feel threatened by your light. And those who've put in the work, they'll never punish you for doing yours. So, let them not like you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them paint you as the villain in their story. That's their piece, not yours. You're not here to manage anyone's discomfort. You're here to rise. Let their projections fade into the background while you move forward with purpose. Keep growing, keep becoming. You've earned it.